before we start our session, there are 3 pointers which all of you need to know for a hands-on experience of this team apps. So you can see in the bottom, then there's a panel where you have your mute button. So whenever you are asked for, you have to mute and unmute yourself. The second is you can give a reaction, that is a thumbs up or raise your hand. If you have any doubts, you have a raise your hand button there. You have to click there without making any disturbance in our team, right, students? And the third is the chat box, which will help you to give your suggestions or ask any doubts. You can write it up there. Fine. So, and also I would like to tell you all that we will be taking the attendance, and I will know that who is there and who is not there in our class, and you have to be attentive. So children, moving ahead, you can see, so in the month of April we did computational thinking and searching and sorting techniques. So in that I had given an assessment. It was a test of 10 marks. It was a Google sheet, and many of you, I can take the many of you have not attempted. So I would request everyone to attempt that as soon as possible, so that I can give you marks for the April assessment. So moving on to the month of June. So in June we will be having HTML, that is, we are going to learn about hypertext markup language, the structure of HTML document, basic tags, and we will make an HTML page, or how our websites are made. That will be explained to you. So moving ahead, okay. So what is internet? I want you to give me the answer. So internet is a network. We have learned in our previous class, that's in 5th, I guess. We've learned internet is a network of computer networks that connect millions of computers around the globe. So each computer that are connected to these computers, some powerful ones, these are called servers. These servers, the server computers, store files and information in the form of websites. Like, which all websites you know? You are very familiar with www.facebook.com, bookmyshow.com, and many more. Actually, you all go through many websites in your day-to-day lives. So servers store their files and information in the form of websites. This website, one website, contains different pages, and these pages are called web pages. The first web page of any website is called a home page that links to other web pages. This is how your websites work, like it's linked with the other web pages. So who was the founder of www? Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee was the founder of World Wide Web, and to your notice, he invented HTML2. Let's see few famous websites which you all come across in your day-to-day life. So there's www.apple.co, then Wikipedia. Your children and we teachers too, we use these websites a lot. Wikipedia, then youtube.com and Facebook. That's so common to everyone. So we have seen websites, what's internet, what websites, web pages, all those things. So what is our HTML? What do we do? So HTML is a markup language that helps us to create these web pages or any website. So what is web page? Like, what is the HTML? It is a markup language for documents designed to be displayed on the web browser. So when we create a HTML file, we need a web browser to display that file and a text editor to write the markup language. This language, okay, so before going, how many of you know different type of web browsers? How many are there? So you can see the icons of the web browsers. Google Chrome, which is the most commonly used browsers. Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera. These are the 5 symbols you can see. This language is used to create web pages, as I have told you, which ultimately leads to the creation of a website. So hypertext. Let's break this hypertext markup language. So what does hypertext mean? Hypertext is the text that contains links to other web pages. So hypertext, a text which links to other web pages. And markup language. Markup language, it uses some standard tags to tell the browser how the display of the web page should be. It decides, those tags decides the display of the web page. That's why it's called the markup language. So as I have told you, Tim Berners-Lee was the inventor of HTML. You can see his picture here. As we have seen the examples of many web pages, the most common web page which you all go through every day mostly is a school website. Don't you think? So www.cityprideschool.com is our school website where you can see achievements, activities, home, library, science lab. These all are hyperlinks, hypertext, because when we click on these texts, it takes us to a new page. This is all created using HTML, which we are going to learn in the classes ahead. And ultimately, by the end, you will be able to create your own website. Isn't it interesting? So now let's see some features of this HTML language. So what is HTML? Like, as you all know, HTML, the latest version which has been launched is HTML5. You can see the symbol of HTML5. The file code is like, it's written in text, okay, and it's not a programming language, it's a markup language, as the name suggests. HTML is easy to use, learn and implement. No special software is required, as only 2 things required for HTML. One is the text editor, that is a notepad, the simplest, and the web browser. Both of them need not to be bought. They are there in our computers, and we just have to learn the language to make the website. So the file where we write the HTML code, it need to be saved with the extension called .htm or .html. Unless this you don't save it, it will not be considered as HTML file and will be considered as a normal text file. That will not help us. So, as I have told you, what are the requirements for making an HTML file? You can see here notepad and a web browser. These 2 things help us to make an HTML page which tells the browser how to display the content to the user. So as I have told, it's the markup language. So there are some standard tags. So the HTML tags, what are these tags? What are they up to? Like, what do they do? These tags tell the web browser how to display the content followed by them. So tags are the words between the angle brackets. So there is a starting tag and an ending tag. So you can see starting tag has an angular bracket. The ending tag has an angular bracket along with a slash. The name of the tag will be the same. So tags, whenever we write the language or the code with the tags are not visible on the browser. They will only tell the content how to display on the web browser. So these tags are of two types. One is the container tag, the other is called the empty tag. What are these container tags? The name suggests it's a container, and which includes starting tag and the ending tag. As you can see, HTML, the first tag, should have an ending tag. Header, it comes with the ending tag. Title, body, these are all the container tags. Empty tag, empty tags which have only one opening tag is called an empty tag. There is no closing tag for them. And the examples are image tag, that is img, br tag, that is break tag, hr tag, that is horizontal rule tag, which will be learning slowly and steadily. Going ahead, let's see the tag attributes. Attribute means it controls the behavior of the tag. It tells how the tag should behave. So these words are inside the opening tag of any tag. So as you can see here, p tag. P tag is the paragraph tag. Class equal to important. It is the attribute which is set. Another example, the easiest among them is h2. h2 is the heading tag. This align equal to right is the attribute. Align tells whatever we are going to write in this tag, it should be aligned to the right. Similarly, here body tag has BG color. BG color is the attribute, the behavior what the body will show. Whatever content is inside the body tag will have a BG color of red, and the color of the text color will be blue. That is how we can see here more than one attribute of a tag can be written, separating it using a space. An important point that is highlighted here, HTML tags are not case sensitive. Even if you write in lowercase or uppercase the tags, it will behave the same as it is. Behavior will not affect on the basis of the case. So let's see few spectacular HTML5 websites. These websites are made using the HTML tags which we are going to learn. So these HTML websites you all must have seen. They're so beautiful that you'll be astonished to see if such websites can be made using HTML5. So Apple, Nike, everyone knows it. Star Wars, boys, this is the website you can make using HTML. You can get some ideas, like you can do such things to make a website, your own website. BBC is also one of them. League of Legends, I guess many of you play this. Mercedes-Benz, you have this website created using HTML5, Netflix, which in this lockdown everyone knows about it, and this is also made using HTML. Amazon, which is very common with in your households that you use Amazon, and this is also being made using HTML5. So moving ahead, let's see the structure of the HTML document. So in the structure, as you can see, the opening tag HTML, the closing tag HTML. Then comes the head tag, which is also a container tag having opening tag, closing tag. The head tag includes the title tag. Title, which is also a container tag, title tag opening and title tag closing. After the head closes, then the body tag starts and it ends. And whatever content is required to be put inside the body tag. So whatever you write in your head tag, that is title, it is not seen on your body or the page, the HTML web page. It will be seen on the title bar. Let's create our first web page using this structure of HTML document. So how will you start with HTML? We require a notepad. So go to the start, accessories, or you can write directly here, notepad. Yes, that's my text editor. I'll open that. So I'll increase my font here so that every one of you it will be visible. Okay. So let's start. The first tag will be HTML. As I've told, this is not case sensitive. We can write in any case. So HTML open tag, close tag. Then head tag. I guess a wrong spelling. Head tag, which is also a container tag, so we close it right away. So this is a good practice that whenever you open a container tag, please close it right away, so that many a times we forget to close it. So if you close it, the chance of forgetting is eliminated there. So in the head tag, we have told there is a title tag, which is also a container tag. So what will I write in between my title? What do I want on my title bar is first web page. Let's have this on our title. So title done, head tag. After the head gets closed, we have our body tag, which gives us the content on the web page. The body is also a container tag, so we will close it first, and then inside the body we'll have any text, whatever we want as a content. So this is my first file created using HTML. Okay, this is the content which I have done. So how will you save it? Control S or go to save. Let's put it on the desktop. Select the desktop and we'll write the name of the file. So this is my first web page. I'll write FIRST first. the very important thing which we have discussed is the extension. So extension will be dot html. If you don't put that, it will automatically take the text extension and it will not be a HTML file. So we saved as first.html and save. So let's see how our web page looks. So we'll minimize this. Let's go to our desktop. So here, can you see the Explorer? So the web page is saved as any browser which is there with us. So let's open this with the browser. I want it to be opened using Google Chrome. So can you see the title which I have written, that is first web page, came on my title bar, and whatever I have written on the body, like inside the body tag, it came on my web page. This is my first file created using HTML. Understood, children? This is the difference between the head tag and the body tag. So as we have seen the basic HTML file, how it's created, which tags shows what. Now let's go in detail the basic tags which are there for our website. Okay, so this we have done it, the structure, the basic structure. Now the basic tags, we know it. HTML tag, it identifies the document that it is a HTML file. Head tag contains the information about the document. That is, there are two tags inside the head tag: title, which we all saw, and the link, which you'll be learning later. Then title tag, it is placed within the head, and this tag is used to display the title of the website, like relevant, related website name or something. Okay, so last is the body tag, which encloses all the tags, attributes, content, information that you want the browser to display. So body appears just after the head tags get closed. Okay, link tag, as I have told, link tag is always written inside the head. That means these contents in the link is not shown on the page but on the title bar. The link tag is used mainly for linking the HTML document to the external file. Basically, here we use link tag to display an icon before the title of the page. As you can see here, Facebook, whenever you open the website Facebook, you have this F icon. How do we get these icons? See, you have Twitter icon, email app, Pinterest, WhatsApp icon, Skype, all these icons. How do we put it? That is by using link tag. So link tag has three attributes: rel, rel, which tells relation; href, which specifies the URL or the address of that image, from where we are going to take that external image from; type, which media type are we going to link it with. For you, so let's see how this link tag works. So let's go back to our notepad. Here itself, in this page, we are going to make changes. So link tag will be inside the head. Let's write link, but there are three attributes in that. So it will be written before the angular brace gets closed. So first is rel. Relation is, it's an icon. So we write icon, double quotes closed. Okay. Relation done. Then href, which will have the address of the image which we want here, and the type. Type is, sorry, and we close the angular bracket. Type में we have PNG or JPG. That's it. Now href. So let's have a link or an icon for the href. So I can take any icon from here. Do I have? Yes, this is an icon, or this is also an icon. Let's take this icon. So how will I get the address? Go to properties. Here you have security. Here you have the whole address of that image. Control C, that is copy. Go to our HTML file and paste it. So this is where we put the address of the icon which we want. Let's save it. Control S. So as we have saved earlier, we just have to save. Control S. Let's see how it looks on our Chrome. So I'm going to refresh it. Change. Let's open again if you want. Yes, let's open it again. Let's open our web page from the desktop. Still the image didn't come up. See, we have refreshed it. Can you see the icon here which we have took? And the icon here, the title name, link tag, title tag, and the body tag. So let's move ahead with our topic. We'll just minimize this notepad. Whenever we require, we'll do it. Let's move to our this. So this was all about the icons and the link tag. You know where the icon is found and the title. This is used with the help of head tag. Facebook, input box, WhatsApp. These are called icon and title. Let's move ahead with the comment tag. So what does this comments do? It helps us to insert comments in our code. Before that, there's one tag that is called doc type. This is an optional tag, and this is written on the first line of any HTML document. So it is written like doc type HTML, which tells the browser that it's this version of HTML is being used. Okay, next is the comments. Comment tag is used to insert comments, and these comments are not visible on the browser when we open that file on any browser. These comments are invisible. So why are they used? You will tell, like, even if as it is not seen on the web browser, it's used. So it helps in the continuity of the code, or to tell others about the code, why that code is written, or the use of writing those lines in the HTML file. That is the end of our today's session. So moving ahead, let's just revise what we did today. I guess in the revision, let's see hyperlink. What is an hyperlink? Hypertext, a text which links us to other web pages. HTML is hypertext markup language. There are important tags in HTML, that is HTML tag, head, title, body tag, and the link body tag. These tags helps the content to get displayed on the browser in a proper way. Then there are types of tags, that is the container tag or the empty tag. Container tags have opening tag as well as closing tag with a slash, and empty tag just have one opening tag. Then the link tag, which comes inside the head tag, helps us to include icons on our title bar. The last was the comment tag, which the text written inside the comment is not seen on the browser, which eventually helps to know or to get the meaning of what we have written. So we have come to the end of our session. Let's see a video which will take us through the recap of our today's session. Okay.
Hello everyone. In this tutorial series we'll learn about some basic and advanced concepts of HTML. So let's see some major points of HTML. Number 1, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Number 2, HTML is used to create web pages. Number 3, HTML is widely used language on the web. Number 4, we can create static website by HTML only. Number 5, HTML describes the structure of web pages using markup. Let's see what is hypertext. Hypertext simply means text within text. A text has a link within it, is a hypertext. Every time when you click on a word which brings you to a new web page, you have clicked on a hypertext. What is markup language? A markup language is a programming language which is used to make text more interactive and dynamic. It can turn a text into images, tables, links, etc. An HTML document is made of many HTML tags, and each HTML tag contains different content. Let's take a look to a simple HTML example. To create a simple HTML example, open Notepad. Write doc type, it's for HTML version. Then you need to write HTML tag. HTML is the root element for the HTML doc file. It must be closed, so close it. With an HTML tag you need to write heading tag and body tag. So first I am writing heading tag, so write head. Within head you have to write title tag. Here I am using the title, first HTML example. In HTML make sure to close every tag after opening. Now type the body tag. Within body tag, you can use any HTML tag, but here I am using basic tags like H1 tag and P tag. H1 is for headings, so here I am writing first HTML. In P, I am writing this is a simple example of HTML. Now,
so this P tag is the paragraph tag. Okay, so whatever you write inside the P tag, it shows the text as it is as a paragraph. And H1 tells as it is a heading tag. These tags we will be learning ahead. So H1 is the heading tag and P is the paragraph tag.
You have to save this file with .html extension. You can save it in any directory. I am saving it in desktop with the name first.html. Now go to the location where you have saved your file. You can open this file in any browser, or just simply double-click on it. It will be opened in your default settings browser. Here first HTML is the heading which is generated through H, and this is a simple example. It is generated through P.
So H1, as you can see, is the biggest heading, the highest heading. So there are 6 heading tags which goes from H1 to H6. H6 will be the smallest, and H1, which we used, is the biggest heading, which you can see here, and P is the normal paragraph tag, which we can see here. And in the title, as I have told, first HTML example, he wrote in the title tag. That's why it came on the title bar, not inside the content place.
And this is generated through the title tag. That's all for a simple HTML example. In this tutorial, we will learn HTML5 tags such as audio,